Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Trung, and last week, at the peak of COVID-19, both in Vietnam and in Malaysia, I flight from Hochiminh City to KL with the transit of Singapore. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how my flights look like and some of my little advices just in case you have to fly to a foreign country like Singapore or Malaysia during this COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, let's get started. First of all, you have to get your flight ticket, right? So in my case, my company booked me the tickets, and 2 flights, it costed $226, like much more expensive than normal. And for you, if you have to book the flight ticket by yourself, you can easily search from some famous websites like Skyscanners or Traveloka. Just be aware of the different time zone. Like in Vietnam, it is +7, but in Singapore and Malaysia or Philippines, it is +8. And once you get the flight ticket, you have to take a COVID-19 test with a negative result within 72 hours before your flight. So let's say if your flight is on 11 a.m. 19 July, so you should take the COVID-19 test after 11 a.m. 16th July. In the morning, my friends with some really cool looking face mask took me to the airport in Vietnam. The airport is like me. It looks normal outside, but it's empty inside. Like no one's really there. Even at the counter for checking in, there were only like 5 or 8 staff, and I have to wear protection suit for my safety. This plane, there were totally 4 passengers. You can see it's like empty, right? And this is Singapore Airlines. It's pretty convenient. They also give me a drinking bottle, and this is important, a care kit with 2 face masks and a hand sanitizer. And of course, a pair of earphones so I can listen to, all kind of music and up-to-date movies. It's pretty good. And they also gave me a free lunch, with banana chocolate cake and fish curry. It's pretty good though. Yeah, and when the plane landed, there was a person there, a lady, waiting for us and, took us to a safe place. This is Changi airport, like the center of Asia, but it's, empty. It's pretty scary. And as you can see here, there were only about 100, 200 people in total. Yeah, it's pretty shocking. And I wait for the flight to KL, and this flight is a bit more crowded. As I guess, there were like 25, 30 passengers in total. And again, when the plane landed, there were many policemen and staff and volunteers told me where to go and where not to go, what to do. I mean, I have to do like a ton of paperwork. I have to queue up, waiting, and move to like 8 different counters to get the signature and the stamp for my passport and my paper. They also checked my COVID-19 test with a negative result, and they took a new COVID test at the airport, and I received the result a few days after that. When everything is done, I also needed to wait for the bus to take us to a quarantined hotel. I waited for 30 minutes. And unfortunately, the airport in KL is 40 kilometers far away from the KL center. So again, I have to sit on the bus, being tired, exhausted, to the quarantine hotel. And when I got there, I also have to queue up to submit and register a room, and I paid the quarantine fee in advance, so it's pretty quick. So this is my hotel. I also made a video about my quarantine hotel. Check in my channel, please. Yeah, and they put my dinner on a chair like this, and there was 1 chair for each room. In conclusion, from my own experience, I would like to have some, little advices for you. So the first one is that remember to take a COVID test within 72 hours before your flight. You may call to several hospitals to check which one has the most affordable price and the quickest result. The second thing is that wearing a protection suit like I did is good, but I think it's a bit too much. I believe that wearing a face mask and a face shield and wash your hands often is enough already. Thirdly, you should not worry about, you don't know what to do or where to go. Don't worry, there are policemen and flight attendants and staff everywhere to show you where to go, and they would make sure that you will not get lost or trespass to some areas that are not allowed. Last but not least, prepare for the quarantine. You may want to pay your quarantine fee in advance or by cash when you get to the airport. And about your mindset, you're gonna spend 14 days in a hotel without any direct human interaction. It's gonna be lonely and sometimes a bit scary for you if you are not really good with being alone. Okay, that's pretty everything. So if you have any questions, please comment below and I will answer them. So thank you for your watching. Goodbye.